catch down in the hole, stand up. Don't need to jump super high, just need a duck jump. Got it. On feet here. Land. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
2, 1, go. Good, good. Touch it, you got 10. Good, good, come on. Get up, get up.
What you do is the person with the band on them running, just keep a forward lean, think about fast arm pump, keep your knees up churning, just keep enough resistance, kind of make them hurt a little bit, but they're going to be holding you back too, so. All right, ready, go. Sit down, Aaron, sit down, make them work. Make them work more.
Shoulder. That was a pretty nasty little one.
Dave Castro claims that he has a 285 bench press. Do you think that's true? That he really can do that?
See some video evidence to support it. I don't see why not. I'm not gonna doubt Dave Castro.
Rich, going into the final event last year at the Games, did you think that you had already won it? Like, did you think, oh, I won this?
No, I wish I'd thought that. Well, not wish I'd thought that, but it'd been a lot less stress if I'd thought that. No, I was never know.
Do a lot of people come up to you and say to you, hey, you're really the champ, or people say that stuff to you?
Not really. Nah, I mean, I don't think nobody's ever said that. They've always just said, you know, it sucks because the rope, but I warm up a lot longer than you do.
How many times would you have had to climb the rope to win? Do you know exactly?
I have no idea. I don't.
You never went back and figured
No,
that
I don't
out?
want to look at it because it'll make me sick. Because now I can climb a rope fine.
Is there anything weird between you and Graham? Like when you're in the room with him?
I don't think so. Not that I've noticed. Why, did he say something? No, I like Graham. Graham's a great guy and I have no problem with him whatsoever. And I don't know, you can look at it like I lost, or you can look at it like he won. And either way, the outcome is he won. There's not much you can do about it, and I can't change anything about it. So, go about it, train as hard as I can. That's what I'm going to do, and that's what I have been doing, and who knows.
Do you think your year would have been any different if you would have been the champ, or since you were second place? Does that affect like your past year at all?
I'd get a cardboard cutout from Reebok, right? In every sports store in America for the real flex.
He has that?
Yeah, there's one at Hibbett here in Cookeville.
So tell me about the Open. What did I say about the Open? I put my foot in my mouth. I made a Graham comment.
All right, see you, Aaron.
I said something about the Open. I had heard that you weren't going 100% at the Open.
Oh, yeah.
On purpose, and I made a snide comment like, well, I don't believe that.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a kind of like a lose-lose situation. Like if I do well, oh, he's supposed to do well. If I do bad, like, oh no, he's not, not capable of this kind of stuff
People
anymore.
like me will start talking.
Yeah, so that was kind of like my approach, and then I kind of tried to wash that and say, screw it, I'm just gonna go after these hard. And so I just each week my placings got a little bit better and better.
What did you finish overall worldwide in the Open?
I want to say 37th. I think it was 37th, but.
Three, 2, 1, go! 336. I thought I was moving at 415.
Are your numbers getting better as you get closer to the games?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I did that the day before my wedding. I just wanted to see it again. Knocked 12 seconds off of it, I think. Take that.
Are you dreaming about the games at all? Like when you sleep at night? Are there any games dreams yet?
No, not yet. I have games keep me awake nights, but not really dreams.
This is your second games?
Yeah. It was fun.
That was 30.
322.
So Graham, you did 30 reps at 155 and 322. I never saw you come close to failing.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't trying to go nuts on it. Just want to teach my body to just take a step back, right back on the bar, kind of pattern. Like I did the first 5 just to feel it. I gotta get up, move. Like I said, that's just my warm up. So I like the squat clean thruster as my warm up because it's like everything. The body opens, body closes, wrist, shoulders. Like I said, I'll do that probably once a week.
Rich is done with his shirt off.
That was the first video he's done with his shirt on?
First ever workout video that he's ever done with his shirt on.
Why didn't he take his shirt off?
I don't know. I guess at 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Bashful. Very modest guy. Ever since Travis said that at the regional, he's wanted to keep his shirt on.
Rich, who will be on the podium?
That's the thing. Everybody's like, who's your biggest competition? And I could sit here and name about 20 guys. You never know. Who knows what events will be thrown out? If they're all body weight, lighter stuff, it's gonna be Spiel. If it's, who knows? That's the thing. That's the worst, not worst part, but the worst, best part. No idea.
Do you think about the prize money?
No, it's not really a concern.
Doesn't pop in your head like, oh, I would buy this?
Oh, I mean, it'd be really cool. Yeah, there's I would definitely take care of some stuff that needed to be I would just knock out my student loans. I mean, some stuff like that. But I know Savannah's talked about wanting to get a house, but I'm like, I'm not gonna rush to get a house any sooner than I feel like the right place comes up. And now, I mean, I have really a decent amount of the money from last year still like saved. I mean, I'm not like early. I don't have a lot to. I don't really like to spend a lot of my money on myself, so I probably give a good chunk of it to my church, and then some whatever other stuff I need to feel like I need to take care of.
Switch, first man, single leg, 5 each side. Go! Third of the way there. Good job. 1 minute in, 30 seconds left. Come here, brother. Bottom, get your hips up. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, bring it up, we're at Tennessee Tech. I'm the assistant strength coach. We're in the middle of football team workouts. The third group we got coming in. Yep, Chip Pugh, head strength coach. CrossFit affiliate owner, CrossFit Cookeville.
He's an advocate of CrossFit?
Yes, very strong advocate of CrossFit. See his shirt? Snatch complex, let's go! Snatch complex!
Is it still fun? Are you feeling pressure? How is the? Give it to me, Frank. Are you stressed out? Is it fun still? Are you happy-go-lucky?
Yeah, I mean it's still fun and it's still exciting. Like I like to win. That's why I want to be in. I don't have a competition to do anymore. I found this and I freaking love it. Like I love sports and like this is like my fit. Like this is what I don't know. I love doing it. Like yeah, I mean there's definitely days you walk in the gym you're like, oh, I don't want to have to push that today, or and those days I'm like I won't do anything. I just like flat out won't do anything, or I might end up kind of walking around doing some muscle ups, this and that. I mean, just kind of jump around from stuff to stuff, but never really hitting a workout because I feel like if I'm not going to go give it my full blast effort, then I don't want to do it. Because you don't feel satisfied. You walk away like, oh man, I
believe in Rich. I believe if the Lord wills, he's gonna win it. Because in my limited way, I don't see anybody who has every tool that he has. Everything we can throw at him, I haven't found one thing that he can't do. But there's always possibility of a rope incident. There's always possibility of something coming up that he has not practiced or whatever, but I find that hard to believe because we've tried just about everything.
How would you describe his work ethic and his training?
Rich is the hardest worker I've ever known in my life, period. And I've been around a lot of athletes and a lot of people that work hard. I've never seen someone who craves working hard and craves the pain of training. He wants to do more, and when I can tell he's tired and fatigued, and I'm like, okay, he's done for the day. I turn around and he's doing something else.
Is there a chance he's overtrained?
I used to think that. I think he and a lot of our elite CrossFitters are challenging the philosophy of overtraining.
There's not that much pressure on me. There's nobody out there going, oh, Holmberg's gonna win. So fine, nobody was telling me I was gonna win or predicted me to win last year, and it was fine. So
how come no one's predicting you to win?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that definitely it crosses my mind like why wouldn't I? For a little while I put myself out there and I put my times up on main site and I would send my stuff in. And then I just started finding I was like, man, I was kind of just getting too caught up in that and trying to put myself out there and be seen, like trying to prove something. It's like I found I'm like there's not. What am I trying to do? I was trying to impress a bunch of people that I didn't even know, and it didn't matter. And so I was like, screw that. I'm done sending videos in. I'm done trying to put up these sweet times for just to try to prove people like year round that that I was legit.
How many cups a day do you think you have in this?
Not as many as I used to. I used to drink probably 10 or 12. Now, I don't know. Usually just after I work out, if I don't. If I had my progenic share for the day, I usually just drink this instead.
Who do you think, Dan Bailey or Nico Sala, who's the better CrossFitter?
Shoot. That's tough. I think they're similar athletes, high work capacity, really strong. Dan Bailey's just got a lot shorter levers. Didn't have to go as far, but I mean it hurts him in certain things. I don't know, they're just both freaks of nature and animals. Guess we'll find out, right? Isn't that what the games is for?
You know, I've heard so many times, oh, if Rich could climb a rope, this would be a moot point, whatever. And it's like, well, I guess you could look at it that way, or...
Does anyone ever say that to your face?
No.
It's always on a message board you read, right?
Yeah, it's funny. But I'm always like, well, what if he could climb the rope? What if he could? That's fine. I know he can now, but what if he did climb the rope and I would have got second place? Would people have been like, oh, that dude's the fittest man in the world, and everybody else sucks? But it was almost like I got less credit because I could climb the rope, and the guy that was supposedly in the driver's seat didn't climb the rope.
How do you do your programming? How do you decide what you're going to do, when you're going to taper off? How do you believe in peaking at the games, and do you know how to do that? What does that mean exactly?
CrossFit prepares you for real life, right? So you got to be ready for anything. I mean, there's different opinions, I guess, on that whole peaking thing, but doesn't that go against what we as CrossFit teach? Being ready for anything at any time. So I mean, the games is a great test of fitness, but it's a great test of fitness at that time, not a great test of fitness throughout the year or throughout life, right? I mean, I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. It's interesting that you caught yourself there. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute.
So basically, you're saying you want to. You're ready to do the CrossFit Games tomorrow. Is that what you're saying?
Give me a day rest, and then then I'll do it.
You just need 1 day rest.
1 day rest, I'll be good. So.
People say that if you would have climbed the rope, that you would have won the games.
How many times are you gonna say this?
Is that hard for Graham to swallow? Is that a hard pill that he wasn't in control of?
I don't know. What did he say? Did you ask him that question?
I did ask him that question.
I don't think it's a hard pill. Like we said earlier, he won. You know, he won. You can't say what if. You can't say. I mean, what if I would have jerked more than like 70% of my max on that shouldered overhead? Would have moved me up a bunch of positions. What if, there's a bunch of what if other people would have done better on other workouts? What if Brandon's wheelbarrow wouldn't have broke? Where would he have been? You can't what if. I don't think. Graham won. He won.
Can he repeat?
We'll see why not. I mean, he's an athlete. Everybody's like, oh, Graham wasn't. I mean, why not? I'm gonna do everything I can to not let him repeat, but who knows?
What the sandbag carry where you had to carry the sandbags through the stadium? What place did you take?
Second.
Was there a lot of luck in that?
What do you mean luck? With your wheelbarrow and all that?
Yeah, the technique you used to bring the bags down the stairs, the technique you used to bring the bags up the stairs.
Strategy, right? I mean, I don't know about luck. Strategy, maybe. That's what I've been doing all my life. That's stuff my dad made me do. It's just experience, I guess. I don't know about luck. I wouldn't use the word luck.
Was there any luck in the games?
Maybe luck of the draw on some workouts. I don't know about luck. Luck's a word that I don't know. No, there's no luck.
Someone that works as hard as you doesn't do luck?
No, I hope not. I don't know. I'd like to not think there was luck, but who knows?
And so you basically came back. I mean, what place were you in going into the final event?
I was in second.
You were in second. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but Rich had it pretty sealed up, right? He had a good lead.
I mean, we could look at the points. I wouldn't say he was super far ahead. What is this? I don't know if I was gonna say I thought there's a picture up there with like the scoreboard on it, but I mean, I knew he was ahead by a few points going into the last workouts, and
You felt like you could catch him?
You know, I mean, I had to feel like that. I know it's the last 3 workouts. It was something that I was super pumped about, with knowing that you didn't have any chance to game it or anything. You just had to do it. So I like that.
Have you seen the uniforms, the Reebok uniforms?
No, have you?
No, I haven't seen
No.
them. Is that an issue for you?
Doesn't matter. I think it's kind of cool. Other than I'm number 2.
Oh, you are number 2?
Yeah.
Who's number 1?
Graham.
Oh, that's how
Second.
Yeah. Is that peanut butter?
And jelly.
Just a tub of peanut butter and jelly?
Mixed together. Not the stuff you buy at the grocery store, just mixed together. Full of sugar, fat, everything you need, right? So
So how long does it take you to get through a tub of that stuff?
well, me and Easy both eat on it, so it doesn't take long. But I don't know, it's good.
So today I've seen you eat Progenics or Progenex or
Whatever it's called.
milk, peanut butter and jelly, and an egg.
Yep. I had an egg before you saw me too, so 2 eggs. It's quick, easy, cheap.
You worked out with all the greats in the sport. All the greats have had a
Great.
chance to work out with you. But you've had more than most people. You've worked out with Dan Bailey and Miko, right?
Yeah.
More than anyone else has, that's for sure. Who's better out of those two? Dan Bailey and Miko.
Putting me on the spot with that. I've done Dan Bailey.
Dan Bailey.
Yeah.
And what sense?
I've done more workouts with Dan, so I've thrown some stuff at Dan, and nothing against Miko. I love Miko, and he's got a freaking crazy engine. But when I work out with Dan and he comes in here and I write up crazy stuff on the board, he doesn't say anything about it. And he does it, and he'll beat me at it, or like it's neck and neck. And I'm like, dang, man, like I'm trying to throw curveballs at this dude, and it doesn't seem to slow him down. Yeah, so the only reason I say that is there's definitely been some days where I've worked out with Miko and suggested some stuff, and he's like, no. So just because of that fact that he's said no to some workouts, because I know he's just doesn't want to do a workout that might potentially show him not doing well. And I definitely see that trait and that quality of like a champion. Like a champion never has the ability to choose, or if you put yourself in that position, you should have the ability to choose what you want to do and what you want to expose yourself to people with. Yeah, Dan's probably the best guy I've ever worked out with.
Who's going to be on the podium this year?
I'm not answering that.
No?
No.
No predictions?
There's no way I can predict. Obviously, I'm going out there to try to be standing on it, but there's too many unknowns.
Is that 10 in a row? Or row 1,000, 10 muscle.
Yep.
Do you have a coach?
No. No, I mean,
So if I wasn't here, you would just be in here by yourself right now?
yeah. My coach is my camera. I'll just videotape some of the movements. So I have a good idea. I know what I need to work on. It's not what I want to work on always, but. All right. Now what, Swan? What do you want to do now, huh? What's today? 6th? Ooh, it's getting close. July 6th. How many days is that? I'm pretty much all Reeboked out. I have a Reebok watch, but I don't have it on. This is a big pen. I don't think it's going to be that tricky this year. I think it's going to be a lot of work capacity.
Like more like 2009?
Yeah. That's what I think, but
More back to the grind.
yeah, I just
Do you like that better?
I mean, I'll be ready for it. That's I've kind of steered away from a little bit more of like my fun kind of a lot of skill technique kind of workouts and just kind of grunt work kind of workouts. But I wouldn't say that'd be like my forte or anything where it's just tons of just simple movements, just do them over and over again. But that's what I'll be prepared for more than anything. The skill work, I have that. Like I can do muscle ups, I can do butterfly pull ups, I can do handstand Y, I can do all that kind of goofy stuff.
Yeah, I didn't do my weighted pull-ups yesterday, so. Would you rather do a hand of the night? I got that rehearsal dinner I gotta go to, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to.
Feet are getting caught on the straps. Those would be interesting, wouldn't they?
How long have you been doing CrossFit now?
17 years and counting. It started in March of 2009, so I was doing it March, April, May, qualified for the games. So I had 3 months under my belt. And then June, July, so the first games I was about 5 months into it. This might just be like the skill metcon to start off. So I think 15 minutes. I'll do 1 tire flip, 1 muscle up to handstand, 2 tire flips, 2 muscle up to handstands, 3 and 3, 4 and 4. 15 minutes, just climb it.
So what workout are you gonna do now?
Just 1 tire flip, 1 muscle up to handstand, 2 tire flips, 2, 3, 3. So just a climb, like an ascending ladder,
Nice.
as far as I can get in 15 minutes. And again, like I'm gonna go at this pretty hard. get dizzy. Too much, but
So is this ramping up for the games? I just saw you do heavy grace, and I saw you do a Metcon with tire flips and muscle up handstands. Or is this, if I were to come here 4 months ago, were you going this hard?
I wouldn't have been doing that. No, I probably would do. 4 months ago, I'd probably just be doing one workout a day. I mean, it's not like I'm like, okay, I'm only gonna do 1 watt a day, or I'm gonna do this or that. I'll just, if I'm just in the mood, I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna hit this workout, and then before I know it, I'm like, oh, I'm doing this, and then I mean, 4 months ago, I could easily have done 5 workouts in a day, just because that's just kind of how the day went. But again, like, I don't want people to get confused with. I think some people like they go nuts, like, oh my gosh, you can do 4 or 5 workouts in a day, and honestly, like that second workout was, I did that for skill kind of reasoning. I wanted to. Plus, it's 9 in the morning. This is probably about when the first event would be anyway, so I'm just like trying to just get my body woke up and used to moving at a high speed early in the morning.
Do you like M&M, Rich?
I like Eminem. I like Eminem when he's pissed off.
How old are you, Graham?
26.
This might seem like a weird question. I'm not even sure if it's applicable, but are you more religious this year than you were last year?
More religious?
More religious? More time, I guess, focused on your faith than last year, or the same, or?
I think first of all, I would probably, I don't want to say knock it down, or I wouldn't say I'm like religious. Like I live with faith,
What's the difference?
Religion is what I feel like is man-made, man-created.
That's one thing I've never done much of, was weighted pull-ups until the last like 3-4 weeks.
How is it?
I like them. They suck. That was 5 pounds heavier than I was supposed to go. Oh well.
So it's 11:26 in the morning, and you've taught 2 classes?
3 kinda.
3 classes. You did the kids class, you did the football team,
Yep.
and then you did a CrossFit class.
Yep.
And what was the first workout you did?
5 sets of 5 power clean, 5 bench press. Supposed to be body weight. I did 205.
And then the second workout you did was just a quick sprint. You did the 1,000 meter
1,000
row,
meter
10
row,
muscle ups.
10 unbroken muscle ups, yeah.
And then the third workout you did is the
Back squat.
back squat and weighted pull-ups. Are you done for the day?
Just starting.
But I don't feel like that race is over with, and You know, now that next big goal I think would be cool, just to be the first one to win it twice. And obviously you get one opportunity to be the person to win it back to back, as far as we know right now. You know, maybe in 10 years all of a sudden you might see somebody win it one year and then 2 years later they win it again, kind of thing happen. But for the most part, you get that one chance to win it, and you got that one next year to be that first person to back. You know, that's what's always cool. People hit 2 home runs in games, baseball games all the time, but people love talking about it when somebody hits back to back. You know, I mean, that's cool, being able to do it 2 times in a row. So that's a big goal for right now, but it's not. I mean, like I said, it's not in my hands. What I can do in here is in my hands, and what I can do preparing, you know, my diet and my sleep and my training and stuff. I can control that for the most part, but really, I got to continue to give him glory, because what I can do is only because of what he's allowed me to do.
Touch, 10 burpees. That's 1 round. 5 rounds.
How much time I get?
Nothing. Just as hard as you can go.
What was it?
Start here. 3, 2, 1, go. Sprint down, touch the wall, come back, 10 burpees. Take off. 5 rounds.
Touch the wall.
When you look at the 2009 games compared to the 2010 games, are the 2009, how are they different, and is one harder than the other?
09 scares me. I've heard war stories about that one. I don't know. It seemed like it was a lot of, I don't want to say skewed one way. It was extremely high work capacity. It was work capacity oriented versus skill oriented. Last year was a pretty good mix of both, I think. I mean, there's skill.
And I was like, this one's going to be painful. Why are you doing it? Why would you put yourself through it? I'm like, because I want to win. And that's the only way that you're going to win, is by who can withstand that pain when they don't want to.
Do you ever feel disrespected?
Disrespected?
Yeah.
No. What do you mean, though? I mean, like, in what kind of...
Like, do you ever feel like did you feel like anything that I've said or that other people said, or like when someone doesn't predict you to win the games, do you think that's disrespectful?
No, not at all. I mean, everyone's got their own opinion, I get that. And, you know, I mean, obviously, there's people that have, they killed themselves and did freaking awesome in the sectionals. And, you know, maybe in their mind, they're like, I got something to prove, you know, I want to be seen out there as I'm going to be the next guy that wins the games.
Are you ready if it turns into just what I think is affectionately called a shit show? Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Do you have the heart for a shit show?
That's what I was just about to say. I don't know if I have the heart for that. I don't know if I may just pull up a lawn chair and watch.
Just tap out?
Yeah, I don't know. What is it? What's the saying?
When the tough get going, the tough.
Yes, whatever. Yeah, something like that. We'll go home.
Will you go into what is your limit? Do you know your limit? Has Rich Froning ever seen his limit? Have you ever tapped out of a workout?
No, I don't think so. Not that I even remember. I would remember it. I may have. I don't know about let up. No, I don't, even like on an AMRAP, late. Even if I'm on a round, started a round, and the clock goes off, I usually try to finish that round. Unless it's just absolutely miserable, and then I tap out. But the clock's already stopped, so that's not tapping out.
True.
Do you think it was a bad judgment call, and it shows a lack of maturity on your part that you actually tried to climb the rope, that you put yourself in danger?
Put myself in danger.
I mean, because you fell from high up. Like, would you do that again?
Yeah.
Even though you fell and you could have broke your ankle?
I don't care. I don't know. I've been doing stupid stuff like that since I was young. And then if you put me in a competition, I'm going to do even stupider stuff. Stupider? It's not a word. Even more stupid stuff. So,
It's moving on. We'll see what happens when we get to the games. That's all that really matters, I guess, when you get there.
Do you like Eminem?
Eminem, the rapper?
Yeah.
His words are a little, you know, I mean, his music, I think, you know, we have it probably on an iPod, I'm sure it pops up every now and then. I like his lyric, like the way he ties stuff together. I think he's got like a cool approach to kind of how he raps. I really don't listen to him. I used to listen to him a lot, so I used to like him a lot. But he's just not, I wouldn't say like really he's in line with kind of the same path that I want to try to kind of go down.
Graham, do you want to win more this year than last year? Like, is the drive inside of you to win greater this year than last year?
I mean, that's a hard question, I guess, because I would be able to answer that question more when I'm out there. Like, I mean, I'm better prepared this year. I'm in better shape this year, and I feel just like ready for anything that they could throw out there, you know. So, in that sense, like that push to be there, it's definitely I can only say that I've trained better than I have last year. Yeah, I mean, last year I didn't go into the games thinking I was going to win. I'm going out there to try to win, but I wasn't like, I think I'm going to win. And the same thing this year, like I'm not going out there like thinking I'm going to win the games. I'm going out there to do as best as I can. Take it for what it's worth. I'm better prepared this year, so if that means that I can win it again, then yeah. So, but it's a loaded question.
You just have it seems like you've put more at stake. There's more eyes on you. There's definitely everyone knows who you are.
Yeah.
Last year, it's fair to say your family knew who you were. Now every single person in the stadium knows who you are.
Yeah. That's cool. That'll be interesting. That'll make for some good stuff going on.
Can I ask you guys a quick question before you get back? You guys work out with Rich a lot, right?
Yeah.
You guys work out with him every day?
Yeah.
What do you think his chances are at the games?
Number one. Guaranteed. Number one.
I think win it. I really do. I haven't watched anybody else train, don't know anybody else. But
What are his weaknesses?
There are none that I've seen. I haven't seen a weakness from Rich Froning. Like nothing that he lacks at, nothing that he slacks at, nothing that makes him like slow him down.
okay, he's got 3 different guys that he works out with. He pushes him on all the running, the endurance stuff. He's hard to beat on this. Strength stuff, I push him on that. Body weight stuff, his cousin Darren pushes him on that. So he's kind of got a pretty good combination between the 3 of us. Like the other day, we were deadlifting. Had a heavy, heavy deadlift on there, and it was as many as you could do. Well, he went first and did 7. Well, I got up there, and I did 8.
Oh yeah.
I did 8. Well, he comes back and cranks out 10. So, I mean, he's not gonna, he's gonna compete either until he dies or he's winning.
So, pretty much nonstop, I saw you warm up this morning, and then I saw you do heavy grace, and then I saw you do a 15-minute AMRAP, and then I saw you do heavy
Overhead squats.
overhead squats,
Not completely, like not a max out or anything, but just,
heavy, 275 pounds.
Yeah.
And then now you're gonna do, what are you gonna do now?
This is gonna be kind of on the fly because I'm not real sure how it's gonna feel because I just wrote it up. But my plan is 7 snatches, full squat snatch. Run to that mailbox and back. So it's
With 135?
yeah. Run to the mailbox and back. So 150-meter shuttle run. And then it's a 2-minute round. So you have 2 minutes to get it done, and then rest the remainder.
Yeah, what is the workout?
30 squat snatch. As soon as you finish, look at the clock.
5 minutes.
You have 5 minutes rest. And then you got 30 muscle ups for time.
Go, Rich. Go, Rich. Fight through it, Rich. Yeah, Rich, nice. Nice, one at a time, Rich. Is that a PR?
Hamstrings!
Rich, when you start a workout like that, do you tell yourself you're gonna do all 30?
No.
No?
Well, I don't know.
Like when you're at 15 where you're like, man, I can do it, I can get to
I was
all
like,
30?
felt good, felt light. And then I was like, it's getting heavy. It's getting heavy. But I don't know. I just go. Once I get going, I set a number. And I try to shoot higher than that number. That's what I do.
So you'll be like, okay, you can do 3 more, and then when you get to that 3rd one, you'll try to beat it?
Yeah. So it's a continuous, almost like a continuous game with myself. Like it's almost like I'm competing against my head. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. And did you used to do that even before CrossFit? Did you have that strategy in life?
Yeah, I don't know. I've always playing sports growing up and stuff. I wanted to be the best. And even if I wasn't as skilled as other people, I was gonna work harder. I was always the kid with the dirtiest uniform playing baseball. Always the one hurt himself doing stupid, diving for a ball I shouldn't have dove for, but I was gonna try to get it. And then, I don't know, yeah, I guess it's something that's always been in me.
So what time did you wake up this morning?
I got up at 4:40.
4:40, and you were at the gym at
10 till 6.
10 to 6.
Yeah, it takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to drive here.
And what did you eat today?
I just had a blueberry. I had a smoothie. It was blueberry, frozen blueberries, frozen cherries, and a banana, and like a mango juice, whatever. And then oatmeal. And then had a banana. That's it.
And then you taught a class.
Well, I taught the class, and then I had a banana and a protein shake. So.
And then you've been working out ever since the class got out.
Yeah. Well, not. I mean.
And doing an interview with me, extended interview with me.
Extended interviews.
And we've talked about training, religion, politics. Did we talk about politics?
I don't think we talk about politics too much. 6 sets of 1. Seven power cleans. All right, you choose the load. All right, so I want you to pick a weight that challenges you a little bit. All right, you shouldn't come in and just be able to boom, bang out those 7 reps. No problem. You should pick a weight that's going to test your touch here.
Time by minute and 47.
Yeah. It's good. Come on, Grant.
9:59.
Yeah.
245 pounds on the bar.
About a mile of running. Come on, Grant. Jump and pull under. Pop and pull under.
So who are your pick? Do you think Rich will make it onto the podium, Travis?
No heart.
Well, I mean, I imagine he has to, right? If he doesn't make it on the podium, then it's a monumental failure in the community.
You're setting me up now.
I mean, this guy's the man. He's the guy. So yeah, I mean, I imagine he's going to be on the podium, but man, I know that it's going to be awesome. Plus, I've never really seen him either, so it's hard for me to say anything.
I understand.
All I've seen him do is wait for his partner to get done, then he flew through his stuff, then he waited for his partner again. So that's, it's interesting, it's going to be fun, but I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm kind of nervous to even be that close to all these guys, to tell you the truth.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've been here since 6 in the morning with you. You've done 5 workouts and taught 3 classes.
Yeah.
How long can you keep up this output? Are you planning on peaking for the games? Or are you? Is
Well,
there a
I mean-
plan here? I mean, you're crushing the workouts. I mean, you did heavy grace in 3:22. 10 minutes later, you did a 15-minute AMRAP. 20 minutes later, you did heavy overhead squats. You taught a couple of classes in there. You did sprints out there with 135-pound snatches, 200-meter sprints.
I'm a little upset about that one.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
And then for your 5th workout, you just taught a class and did 245-pound power cleans with 500-meter runs.
Yeah.
Are you done for the day?
No. I'll take a nice break now. Go home and get a lot of food in me. Relax. Get out of the heat. I mean, at the games we're going to be in the heat, but there's shade and stuff and cool zones that you can get around and relax a little bit. Like the thing I feel like my body's ready for is, like I've said before, I'd love to see if you did 30 events, I would do backflips. I'd love it. I'd love to see just keep pouring them out, but that's not going to be the case. So what's going to happen is, for me, like I try, like my body's used to, this is probably going to be my last probably week where I'll just kind of volumize, where I'm just like tons of volume, tons of workouts, and then the next kind of 2 weeks after this, it's maybe 2 workouts a day of everything I got. I warm up nice and proper for it, and everything I have for one workout, I focus just on that one workout and give it every single thing that I have, and then reset, get some food in me, recover, try to simulate kind of what the games are going to feel like. Like I was saying to you earlier, like as the day goes on, like as I get more and more awake, like I want to go a little bit harder, I'll push it a little bit harder. I just, like at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, it's hard to go super bonkers just yet. unless you're prepping for it. Like I know I'm going to get after it 3 or 4 or 5 times a day, but I'm not, you know, I'm gradually just trying to wake my body up through the day and get used to it.
So I wouldn't be upset if I got to go last. But he was right.
The potential to if he would devote more time like Rich just did.
What time is it?
5:14.
So it's 8 o'clock at night.
8:30. Yeah, I wanted to do something a little bit.
I thought you were just gonna do running.
Like, I've done running up here, so I wanted to mix some running up the steps and into a barbell movement. And who knows if we would do something like that. The key to my training was last year going into the games, I was smoking Marlboro Reds, and I switched to Newports this year. You're talking about like, he's like, you should just totally try to convince him on like, yeah, the big key was you just quit smoking cigarettes this year.
And why are you using the vest? It's not hard enough without it?
That's plenty hard without it, but yeah, I mean, if I can move around with 20 extra pounds on me, then you know, you move a little bit. It's just it puts just some more demand on your core, makes your back hurt more, makes everything suck a little bit more. So might as well embrace the suck.
So what are you guys doing? What's the plan here, Rich?
1 minute power cleans. 1 minute GHD sit-ups, 1 minute handstand push-ups, and
5 rounds.
5 rounds of each.
So 15 minutes of work.
Yep.
Rich, are you gonna warm up?
Nah. You're talking about a warm-up? What the hell's a warm-up? That's what you're about to see is the warm-up. The warm-up is us starting to make the workout.
Or what does it feel like to win it?
Yeah, we talked earlier, like the journey. It's that journey there. It's so priceless. Why? And it's like, why would I come out here and do something like that? And then, like, you know, I mean, there's Savannah said to me last year, like, you didn't even look happy when you won. It's like, man, I'm freaking crying inside. You know, I've not really been one to show a lot of emotion. You know. But he said it's like that journey.
Were you angry at all that you took second place? Was there a
Yeah.
disappointment? Yeah.
Yeah, myself. Not angry at anybody else.
Did you express it?
I don't know. There's a Tahoe video. You can tell I don't like losing there. I'm just a sore loser. I'm working on that, but yeah, I was angry, frustrated.
At the games even?
I was more relieved that it was over, but I'm pretty frustrated. I think it was kind of like, not necessarily shock, but just not fully comprehending how close I was, because the final, the podium thing, I didn't know how bad I lost. If it was, big, little, what. I mean, I knew I was in the lead before that, but it was just kind of like a shock type thing. So, yeah, frustration, anger, but like I said, not at anybody but myself.
How about when you were on the podium? Did any of that enter your mind on the podium, or no? You just enjoyed that moment?
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Never liked being second, but any given day, any day of the week, any event, somebody can kick your butt. You could look stupid doing anything. So you gotta have that mindset that you've got to go with everything you can with all you have. But if something happens, it's not the end of the world. I mean, last year it felt like the end of the world, I'm not gonna lie. But
when did that hit you? When you got home?
yeah, kind of when I got home. Even while I was still in California. We were in California for a day or two after, and heel was kind of sore, kind of frustrated. Well, then got back home, tweaked my back. When I tweaked my back, couldn't really train. Everything hurt. Come here, Jake. And couldn't really train, couldn't really do anything, buddy. And it just kind of got frustrating. So, at one point, I didn't know if I was going to be able to compete whatsoever with my back, because no matter what happened, it didn't get better. But now I have absolutely no problem with it. So.
3, 2, 1, go! Right up.